What's up, football world? Welcome back to the Weekend Review Podcast, your ultimate destination for everything about the beautiful game. I'm your host, Simzu, coming to you live once again from Ikorodu, Lagos, where the passion for football never cools down, no matter the weather. It's Friday morning, August 29, 2025, and what a weekend it was. We've seen some incredible upsets and dominant display. And the transfer window is now a fully blown frenzy. Just a few days left today. We're going to dive into the second round of European results, get the latest on the biggest transfers, and of course, dissect the epic opening weekend of our very own NPFL. Last week, I had a big call, predicting a big win for Tottenham at Manchester City. Well, as you know, it was the exact result. Tottenham went on a stunning 2-0 victory, making my crystal ball look shinier than a brand new boot. And that is the beauty of the game, right? It's always full of surprises. Let's get into the real action from this past weekend. Alright, let's jump straight into the second round of results across the top European leagues. And if you thought the first weekend had drama, just wait for it. This one died it up to the 11th. In the Premier League, the headline has to be Tottenham's an incredible 2-0 away win at Manchester City. It was a shocking result that has sent a statement across the league to go to Etihad and not just win, but keep a clean sheet. It's a truly remarkable feat and a dream start for their new manager. Compare that with Arsenal, they were absolutely ruthless in their 5-0 thrashing of Leeds United. Their new signing, Victor Gyökeres, grabbed the brace on his home debut, and the Gunners' attack, they look absolutely frightening. This title race is already heating up, my people. And over there in La Liga, we saw some real dominance. Real Madrid, they continued their opening perfect win with a comfortable 3-0 victory over newly promoted Real Oviedo. Kylian Mbappe grabbed the brace. Vini, he added one, proving that their new look attack is as dangerous as we all expected. And meanwhile, my people, Villarreal, they put on a masterclass, hammering Girona 5-0 with their new signing, Trojan Buchanan, scoring a hat-trick on his debut. What a way to announce yourself to the league. And a quick shout out to the Serie A for delivering a massive upset. Como, they stunned Lazio with a 2-0 victory. The team that is coached by Cesc Fabregas. It was a brilliant performance anyway, and that showed they are not just there to make up numbers. If that's a sign of the season to come in Italy, my people, we are in for a treat. The season standings are taking, or rather they are starting to take shape, and already we are seeing some teams exceeding expectations, and others, they're struggling to find their rhythm. But my people, it's a long season, but these first few weeks, they can certainly set the tone. Alright, we are in the thick of it now. The European transfer window is racing towards its conclusion. And the final weeks is always pure chaos. Clubs are making desperate last-ditch attempts. And agents, they are working overtime. The biggest story that has just been confirmed is the massive deal that sees Ebere Chieze make a sensational return to Arsenal. The England international has signed from Crystal Palace in a deal reportedly worth £67.5 million. It is a monumental move, especially for a player who was released by the Gunners as a teenager. Can he be the creative spark to fire them to the title? The excitement is palpable, right? But what about the other big names? The Alexander Isak saga continues to dominate headline. Will a club meet Newcastle monumental valuation before the deadline? Or will he stay at St James Park for another season? It's a game of chicken, my people, and the stakes, they are astronomical. We're also hearing whispers of potential big move for Nicholas Jackson from Chelsea, with several clubs across Europe showing interest. Bayern, for instance, they are showing interest. We also know of the interest from Newcastle United, Aston Villa also. Could he be on the move in the final hours? The clock is ticking and the drama is intensifying. Keep your eyes glued to the newsfield, folks, because anything and everything can happen in these final days of the transfer window. We are talking about potential season-defining moves. that could shift the balance of power. Alright, let's bring it back home and celebrate the incredible talent from our continent. African players continue to shine brightly on the global stage. Beyond Eze's massive move, we saw Ashraf Hakimi deliver another masterclass at right back for PSG, constantly bumping forward and creating chances. His consistency at the highest level is truly remarkable. And then you have the Mo Salah, who, despite not getting on the score sheet on Monday, was instrumental in Liverpool's dominant win with his assist and overall threat. These players are not just stars, they are ambassadors for African football. And now, for what we've all been waiting for, the Nigerian Premier League, or should I say the Nigerian Premier Football League, the NPFL, finally kicked off this past weekend, and what an opening it was. The curtain raiser saw defending champion Remo Star held to a 1-0 draw by Rivers United in a thrilling encounter that sets the tone for the season. We also saw some shocking results on the road. Bayelsa United pulled off a huge 1-0 away win at Shooting Stars of Ibadan, while newly promoted Warri Wolves also secured an impressive away victory, defeating Katsina United 1-0. It's a clear signal that everything is ready to fight, and we can't forget the goalless draws between Enyimba and Barao FC. Pardon me if I don't pronounce that correctly. Enugu Rangers and Kun Caliphate also. So, showing just how tight the competition will be, the season is finally here and it promises to be most competitive yet. Let's support our own Lagos. Alright, coming down to the last part of this show where I come up with my big predictions. As we look ahead to the coming week, the football calendar remains relentless. We've got some more crucial league fixtures and some early cup competitions kicking into gear, and also in the Premier League. We had on Wednesday, Gypsy Town beating Manchester United. That's their way. They continue from where they stopped last season. The big one is Liverpool versus Arsenal. After their recent wins, both teams will be desperate for who tops the table. This could be a tactical masterclass or a chaotic goal feast. Keep an eye on that one. And across Europe, the UEFA Champions League draw happened, which sets the stage for group stages. Well, find out which giants will crash or will leave the group early, and which team might have a smoother path. There's always a highlight on the football calendar. My bold prediction for the coming week, like this weekend that we're going into, I'm feeling brave again. Just like I predicted last weekend, I predicted an away win for two big giants fighting, and it came through. So this week, I'm going to say that Liverpool will get a 2-1 victory over Arsenal in that big clash. I think with the transfer window pressure and home advantage at Anfield, they will edge out with a tough win. Let's see if this one hits. And that, my fantastic football family, brings us to the end of the Weekend Review Podcast, episode 2. What a week it's been, and the football just keeps coming. I hope you enjoy our breakdown of this action. And also remember, your thoughts and opinion are what makes this community awesome. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future episodes. And of course, leave a comment below, please. I want to know, what's your favorite moment from the past weekend? Who do you think will win the NPFL this season? And what's your take on Eze's big move? You can also connect with me on Twitter or X at SimzuIsBack, or on TikTok at crown.chasers.tv for more daily football updates and discussions. Join me next week for episode 3, where we'll dissect all the action from the NPFL week 2 results, the final twist of the transfer window, and everything else happening in the beautiful game. Until then, stay passionate, stay safe, and keep living that football life. Thank you, my people.